Hi, this is Blanca with Your Health is Your Greatest Wealth, and I wanted to talk about a very sensitive topic for many individuals, myself included, but it's definitely a topic that needs to be spoken about as well as destigmatized. And it's about losing loved ones to suicide or a substance overdose, whether it was accidental or intentional. As many of you know, because I have shared in the past that we lost my 13-year-old stepson, Ryan, to a substance known as Pinky, street name U47700, 7.5 years ago. And what we found was that because he died that way, his death was very stigmatized. People in the community did not show up for us. And we were left feeling very much alone and abandoned. In the aftermath of Ryan's death, we found out that he took what he believed was Benadryl, which is what he was told by the individual that gave him the substance that was actually Pinky, which, as we now know, was lethal to the touch. The conversation I want to have is about not just destigmatizing how we talk about suicide, losing loved ones to suicide, those of us that have loved ones that suffer from suicide ideation, but also just how we view mental health, mental wellness, brain health, how we talk about it, how we show up for others, what we can do to just show up more supportive for those that have to deal with any of those very, very hard situations. And I hope your life has not been touched by such tragedies. I know many individuals who have. And this time of year, the holidays, are very tough for many of us because we are very aware of the loved one that is missing and our loss. And the grief is always there. The sadness is always there. We just try our best to move forward with life and be present for our loved ones that are still here with us now and need us very desperately to just be our best selves when we show up with them. And with that, I am adding additional footage to this video from a town hall meeting that I attended recently. It was the Silicon Slopes Promise to Live. It is a movement that was started by a friend of mine. Her name is Brandy Vega. She has her own story about her loved one, her daughter, attempting suicide. Fortunately, her daughter lived. If this topic is too sensitive for you, this may not be the video for you. But if you are in the time and the space to watch it and share it with others that may benefit from this, please do share. We need to change the conversation about how we deal with mental health issues, how we support each other when we're dealing with those. Focus on the mental wellness, on the support, on the brain health, and just again destigmatizing all those topics, as well as talking about suicide, and as importantly, how we show up for others that need our help when they are struggling with those issues or in the aftermath of losing a loved one to suicide or a substance, either accidental or intentional. It does not really matter. At the end of the day, those of us that lost a loved one are suffering the loss. And let's just start the conversation and show up for each other. And if you know someone that lost a loved one in those ways, please show up for them this holiday season. They may not show it, or they may, but they are definitely suffering, and maybe suffering in silence and in a lot of pain. So be that good neighbor, show up for someone that you know is hurting, and let them know that you care and that you see them. Okay, thank you. And again, this is Blanca with Your Health is Your Greatest Wealth. Your mental health matters. The mental health of those around you matter. And just be the change you want to see. Be the change you need to be. Thank you for being with us here today. Thank you and happy holidays.
We are in an epidemic of loneliness and isolation. The Surgeon General says 1 in 2 adults suffer from loneliness and isolation. 1 in 2. So half of us here. We got to do something about it. I'm not exactly sure what we should do about it, but I'm glad all of you are here, who are so much smarter than I am, and these panelists are here, so we can try to figure it out. So thank you so much. Please give it up for Brandy one more time.
Wow, I am honored that you guys have all come today. It really touches my heart. This is something that, I'm not gonna lie, I'm really nervous right now. This is a scary place for me to be. But there was a quote last year that really struck me, and it was by Da Vinci. He says, "I've been impressed with the urgency of doing. Knowing is not enough, we must apply. Being willing is not enough, we must do." And I think you guys are all in the room because you're the doers. Am I right? Am I right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm glad that you guys are here. So the goal for me this year is, I've been working on a lot of stuff, and Clint hosted a town hall, a mental health town hall in August, and there was great panelists, and we spoke about it, and then it was like, well, then what? Then what? This is a video that landed me on the stage here today. This is a video I never wanted to share with anyone, but if I'm not willing to be vulnerable in front of you, how can I expect you to be vulnerable with other people? So take a listen to this video on my why.
I almost lost my 14-year-old to suicide last night, and I was one of 10 parents last night, and I'm one of about 10 new parents tonight. There are well over 20 kids right now at Primary Children's in Salt Lake that have attempted suicide in the last 24 hours. If a friend of my daughter's had not have called the police, and the police rang my doorbell last night at 10:45, I would have found my daughter dead this morning. This is not the very first time. This happened 2 years ago. I wasn't going to share any of this because it's too painful and it's too personal, but at the same time, kids are attempting suicide right now at record levels, and I just want you to check on your kid because I don't want you to not have a second chance like I have a second chance right now. And with that second chance, we've got to find a treatment facility. And here's the thing. I'm very passionate about suicide. I have taught suicide awareness for years, and I can't believe this has happened to me, and I know what to look for, and it's happening right now, and the doctors and nurses can't even keep up. They couldn't even find a bed for my baby last night. She's been incoherent for 24 hours. I can't talk to her because she doesn't understand. And it's hard because when you look at them, you see your little baby. You see the fun-loving, happy kid, and you know that it's buried in there somewhere. And you just want to help them come back out of that. So, we're losing too many kids. I don't want to lose mine.
And I don't want you to lose yours. I shared that video in my car in the Primary Children's parking lot almost 3 years ago.
This is Blanca. This video is still hard for me to watch. Thank you for watching, and please be the light in someone's life. Someone really needs you right now to show up for them and show them that you care and that someone is seeing them. Thank you.